Ever wonder what the winter is like in the heart of Tennessee? Well, you're in for a treat because I am going to give you the scoop on what the winter season is like here in Smyrna, Tennessee. So grab your warm beverage, pull up a seat, and let's dive right into it. Hi everyone, I'm Patricia Omishakin. I'm a local realtor here in Middle Tennessee, and today am going to be giving you the details, the deets, the lowdown on winter here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Now, I will start off by saying the winters here in Smyrna are actually pretty mild. In Tennessee weather, it can be unpredictable, but I would say winter pretty much starts in mid to late November. Pretty much in December, we're full winter. Then January is our coldest month typically, and that's when we actually see the snowfall. So on average, I will say we get to about 4 to 6 inches. Um, Sometimes up to 10 inches. Again, it's going to vary depending on the location. So in January is our coldest month. The temperature usually dips to about 20. We rarely see any negatives. Sometimes it will feel like with the wind chill, it could feel a little bit colder than the 20s, but usually you're hovering in the 20s, give or take a few degrees. And then the high might be around 40-ish, again, give or take. And one thing that it's kind of sad about the winter here is we don't get to have a white Christmas. So it's rare that we have a white Christmas. I think it's probably happened a few times, but I can't even think about the last time that we had a white Christmas. I do know that typically though, if it's going to snow or we're going to get a snowstorm, it's going to be typically in January. We'll dive it on into actually the forecast. Usually we are going to know ahead of time when there is going to be snow. Especially if you're watching the news, they pretty much track that. They give us warning ahead of time and let us know when the snow is coming. So it's best to have the news on so you're watching and prepared, because you do want to be prepared, especially if you don't have any groceries at home. You want to know ahead of time so that you can plan and make it to the grocery store in time. And what typically happens when we do get the snow? A couple of things. Usually the schools are closed. One, because we're really not equipped for snow, especially when we have a snowstorm and we got a huge dumping of inches of snow. Middle Tennessee, we're not prepared for that. We don't have, what am I trying to say? We don't have snow tires. We don't have any chains on our tires. A lot of people, maybe their cars are like they front wheel drive or some are just a rear wheel drive. And so, if you get stuck in the snow, you're just going to be spinning. And so they pretty much tell us everybody to stay home. So that's what happens. And school is usually shut down. This time when we had the snowstorm in middle of January, school was closed for the entire week because yes, they do plow or salt the interstates and some of the roads, but usually the neighborhoods, the back roads, those don't get any. No one comes out to plow them or salt them. And I will add that one fun part about having the snow, because we don't get it often and we usually don't have a white Christmas, is that the kids, I love seeing them playing in the snow. I'm not too far from the middle school here, and there's like a hill, and the kids will just have their sleds and they'll be going up and down, and then having a ball. The most I do is like do a little snow angel in my backyard and take some pictures because throwing up snow. But another thing to note, winter time here, is that it does tend to get dark early. So usually by 4:30, it is already dark. So I think most people are usually home. At least I am. I'm one of those people. 4:30, I'm at home. 5 o'clock, definitely at home unless I need to go out. Now that we're in February, things are, daylight savings is coming soon, so the days are getting a little bit longer. It doesn't get dark to about 5:30. Um, I can see signs of spring in the air. If I look outside my window, my trees are blooming. I can see flowers. So spring is definitely in the air. So that's what I do love about February. That's pretty much when we say goodbye to winter. Oh, and something I learned this week, is this is severe weather awareness week. Never heard of this before, but now is when we start looking at tornadoes. That's the next thing. We already had a season, and then severe weather comes back again around February, March. So, I just try to watch the news for that. One con about the weather here in Middle Tennessee during the winter time is the aftermath of the snow. The roads are a mess usually because they have been salted and the pavement has been eroded and we are left with potholes. They do damage to your car because you're on the interstate on I-24 doing 70 and all of a sudden you hit one of those potholes and it takes you completely out. You've got two flat tires, your rims messed up, hopefully you didn't break an axle and really do some major damage, but definitely seen a lot of flat tires and a lot of rim damages. That is one of the negatives of the winter here. And I know right now they are already trying to repair them, but it takes them a while because I think they have to wait till the weather warms up a bit before they start doing the repairs. All right, so overall, if you've been thinking about a move to Smyrna, Tennessee, or anywhere in the Middle Tennessee area, um, you'll be glad to know that the winters here are pretty mild. So if you're coming from somewhere that's super cold, like Chicago, this is going to be very mild in comparison, and you're probably going to really like it here. So, let me know in the comments. Share some stories that you've had with the winter weather. And also make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. That way, hopefully the YouTube gods will share it out with other people. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, mash that notification bell, join our community. I post weekly videos about living in Smyrna, Tennessee and everything new construction. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.